Hey roomies, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title of today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit basically about like the pros and cons when it comes to extreme weight loss. In this video, I'm just going to be giving you guys like my personal experience. Honestly, I did not plan this video out at all. And it's crazy because when I suggested it to you guys, I feel like I had an idea as to how I wanted this video to go. And now that I'm sitting down about to record it, I don't even know where to start. I tried to think of a list to put together as far as like pros and cons and just go through my list, but I'm gonna be honest, I feel like there really isn't a list that I can give you. Whenever it comes to weight loss, I feel like it breaks down into two things: your health and then also your confidence. Those are the only two things that I was able to come up with. So under those two criterias, I'm just going to talk about some things that I feel like are beneficial when it comes to weight loss, and then I'm also going to talk about some things that you go through that isn't as easy when it comes to weight loss. Before we get started though, if you're new here, hello, welcome over to Sajada's room. Please make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification, and also remember to give this video a very big thumbs up before you click off. Alright, so first things first, I want to thank everybody who sent me well wishes. For those of you who don't know, I did get COVID, so I didn't upload in about, I think by the time this video goes up, it'll be about 2 weeks or so, which is really unfortunate because I was trying to do a lot better with being more consistent on this channel like how I am with my other channel, but I ended up getting sick, and I ain't gonna lie, it affected me way more than I thought that it would have if I was to catch it. I avoided it for 2 years and unfortunately I caught it, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who wished me well. I'm doing a lot better. It kind of just feels like a sinus infection right now, so I'm still trying to get back to my normal routine. I just started working out again as of yesterday, so it's been a little over a week since I've been doing my regular workout routine, and it's not fun because I just don't feel myself. Yeah, I'm getting better. So that entire time I was trying to think of what I could talk about in this video for when I'm ready to record it. So I think I want to start off with the positives. I will be inserting like videos and pictures in this video, at least the ones that I'm able to find. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think I started out at probably over 170. I know by the time I weighed myself I was in the high 160s, but that was after I already started to work out daily. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I probably was like in my 170s, close to 180. I was the heaviest that I ever have been in my life, and obviously that was after COVID started. Everybody was in the house, everybody was eating, so I definitely gained that COVID weight, but I was gaining weight consistently over the years. It got to the point where I felt like it was affecting my health a lot. I didn't like the way I looked in clothes. I feel like I was having like too many bloating issues, too many digestive issues. I just felt like my weight was affecting me in a lot of different ways other than just how I looked. So if you did not watch my weight loss video, I'll put it in the description box down below. You guys know that I do at-home workouts. I do not go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym since before COVID even started, and I don't plan on going back, to be honest with you, because I did all this progress at home. I like to work out at home, so that's just where I feel most comfortable. And also I'm an introvert, a very big introvert, and at home is where I feel most comfortable, and I'm very consistent with working out at home, so I don't feel the need for the gym. So I have like my own weights and like my mat and stuff, and again, everything that I normally use, I'll just put it in the description box down below. That way if you want to check them out, you can. So with that being said, weight loss for me definitely was a way for me to boost my confidence. I like the way that I look. I like the way that I look in clothes. Sometimes I shock myself because I'll put on something that I haven't worn in a long time. Like for example, like spaghetti straps, like just a regular spaghetti strap shirt. I stopped wearing them because I was uncomfortable in them, you know, because they're tight, and then if you got a little belly on you, it sticks out, and I just wasn't feeling it. So now like when I put them on, I'm like, yo, I lost so much weight. I lost so much weight, and I'm honestly proud of myself. And it's not only just the way I look, and it's not only the way I look in clothes. I would say health wise, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot lighter. Sometimes I feel like I have more energy than what I used to have in the past, but that varies because I feel like I suffer from vitamin D deficiency often, and it's also because I don't go outside, so I don't get good sunlight, I don't get fresh air, which I know is bad. Don't come for me, I know it's bad. I'm just a really big introvert. I'm very antisocial, so I'm always in the house. So I feel like my fatigue is affected by more ways other than just weight specifically, but overall I feel a lot healthier. And during my weight loss journey, I discovered detox teas. The first one that I tried was Teamy. That helped me out a lot. It took a while for me though to learn what my body likes, what it doesn't like, what it needs, what it doesn't need, and I feel like I'm still learning that. So now I kind of just stick to the basics when it comes to the healthy foods to eat. And detox teas, I feel like I used to overuse them. Like I used to use a detox tea like every week, which I know is not good for you, but I felt like I needed it because I wasn't going to the bathroom regularly. Now I really only use it when I need to, like when I could tell that my body just is heavy and I'm just not feeling normal, then I'll do a detox tea, but I don't overuse them the way that I used to before. And then of course I eat a lot of fruits, I eat a lot of vegetables and stuff. So as far as just being healthy overall, I would definitely say it's a plus. I feel like when it comes to your weight loss journey, a lot of people only care about how you look. People don't take the time to really understand that it's a journey. When you start, you don't stop. Like once you start to lose the weight, it's not only about the weight loss anymore, it's just about your health overall. And even if you're younger than me, I'm 29 by the way, but it's like even if you're younger than me, it's a good habit to get into as far as eating right, taking your vitamins, and just learning about your body, because you're never going to get any younger, you're only going to get older. And it's something that I learned to take seriously, especially because I feel like my body just be really complicated sometimes. Another positive, like I said, I'm breaking it down into 2 criteria. So that was more of the health aspect. Now I want to talk more about like just confidence overall. I feel a lot happier being lighter. I feel a lot more confident being lighter. Some people like the way that they look when they have a little bit more weight on them. Some people prefer them being a little bit skinnier. I feel like it really all depends on you. And you know what? One thing that I wanted to mention in this video is I feel like a lot of times people request for me to do these sit down talking videos because sometimes people are looking for the easy way out. And what I mean by that is like it's almost like people are searching for an answer to make their weight loss journey a lot more easier to figure out, a lot more easier to do. And if no one's told you before, I'm gonna tell you right here, there is no easy way out. There's no way that you can cut corners. Like when I mean it's a process and it's a journey, that's exactly what it is. So that's why I feel like you can't pressure yourself to lose so much weight within a certain amount of time. If you want to have a goal, you can have a goal, but at the end of the day, you got to realize that it's never gonna stop. You know, your weight naturally is gonna go up and down. You're gonna have days where you're motivated, you're gonna have days where you're not motivated. You're gonna try certain things that you feel like should work for you and they don't work for you, and sometimes it can set you back. Like that's just the way it is. And the faster that you accept that, then I feel like the weight loss process will seem easier to you. I don't want to use the word easier, but you know what I mean. Like it's more easier to accept that the fact that it's a process, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, going back to the whole confidence situation, like I just feel really good about myself. Now, being that I said all of that, I feel like there also are some downsides to everything I literally just said. So the first thing, well, I feel like there can be a downside when it comes to your health, because if you're healthy, you're healthy. But what I've struggled with the most when it comes to my weight loss journey healthy wise is the fact that my body did a full 360 as far as what it will accept. And what I mean by that is like even if I have cheat days, my body does not accept all those cheat foods that it used to accept in the past. It doesn't matter how small of an amount that I have. Like I would be in pain, like I mean like crouched down on the ground, like holding my stomach. I will be in so much pain if I eat something that I haven't eaten in forever, just because my body no longer agrees with it. And I know some people are probably going to be like, well, why is, you know, that a bad thing? It's not, because I feel like it keeps me in check, but at the same time I also feel like my digestive system just did a full 360 that sometimes I feel like it's a little hard to plan out my meals, which is something that I don't do because it's too much pressure on me to have meal plans. That's something that works for some people, and for some people it doesn't work for them. Some people meal prep. I don't meal prep. Do I think it probably would benefit me? Maybe, but I'm very spontaneous. Like sometimes I can eat the same thing for like 2 weeks straight, and then other times I can't. So I choose not to meal prep. I just go on a day-by-day basis. I feel like because my body is so different now, especially with what I eat, sometimes it's hard for me to put meals together. So I simplified it. I take what I like and I try to find different ways to put things together, if that makes any sense. Being that we're on the food topic, if you're curious as to what I do eat in a day, that video will be listed in the description box down below. Yeah, like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just a constant struggle of figuring out like, okay, is my body gonna like this or not? So now when it comes to cheat days, it's either I bite the bullet and I just accept the pain, or I just don't cheat at all. Yeah, my body is just, yeah. And that goes with your taste buds too, because sometimes like when you're trying to make the healthiest decision, what's the healthier option, it doesn't always taste good. So it's like you gotta force yourself to like certain things, and that's probably one of the most annoying parts when it comes to figuring out what to eat. So I always tell people, like, if you're craving something, try to think of a more healthier alternative and pick that option instead. Or if you really want something that you're craving, have a very, very small amount of it if you can. If you know you're not gonna be able to control yourself, don't even do it. All right, so going back to the downside of finding your new confidence when you lose weight, again, this is one of those things where it's like you wouldn't think that there's a downside to it, but I feel like that there is, because there's certain things that you struggle with. Being that I lost so much weight, there's times where I feel like it's hard for me to, how can I put this? Not necessarily like figure out my angles, but it's like I lost so many curves that now I'm trying to build back. When I was heavier, and I know to some people I wasn't that heavy, but when I had more weight on me, there was just certain, you know, things that looked really nice on my body because I had those curves there. Now that I don't, and I'm of a much smaller frame, sometimes I feel like I look like a box. You have to literally find yourself all over again when you lose a lot of weight, because you have to learn to love your body for what it looks like now. And yes, obviously certain things are gonna look better on you. Sometimes you think you may look better in pictures, bikinis, certain things like that, you know, but sometimes I'll put on a dress and I'm just like, it's not giving what it used to give, you know? So I felt like I had to learn how to love my body all over again, because it's not the same body, it's a completely different body. People will look at me and give me so many compliments on my body, yet when I look at myself, there's still certain things that I nitpick. And one thing that I've learned is just that it's normal. Am I this nonchalant about it? No, because when I am having my moment, girl, I'm having my moment. Like, trust and believe, I'm having my moment. Like, there's times where like I'm just not feeling myself at all, but at the end of the day, those feelings last for probably about like 24-48 hours, and then I get over it. Oh, another thing is making yourself feel guilty for not having a good meal day. Like, let's say you had a day where you were just cheating all day for whatever reason, because of your cravings, and especially us women, like our hormones and stuff, when our cycle comes around, we gain probably like 3 to 5 pounds that week, period. I feel like I'm a little hard on myself. I'm much harder on myself when it comes to what I eat. And if I feel like I didn't push myself to the max with working out, or if I didn't make the right decisions that day, I have that guilt in me, because I'm just like, dang, like you messed it up. And sometimes I feel like I gotta work out for like 3 hours and I do so much cardio just to make myself feel better for not making the right decisions prior. And that's not healthy at all. That's actually really bad, and I need to stop that. But the good thing is that I recognize that I do that and I try to fix it. So I feel like I covered everything when it comes to what I deal with regarding the pros and cons of weight loss. I hope that this video was more so relatable to you guys, because not everybody speaks the real. Like, I feel like a lot of people be like, oh, you lose so much weight and you're so happy, and it's like, no, you're still gonna be going through certain things that you were probably going through when you was heavier. I feel like the most important thing to learn is that it's natural and everybody goes through it, whether people admit it or not. And then also, you're never going to be perfect, and also everybody's body is literally different. Like, I've seen videos of people who do the exact same workout routines, or they eat the exact same meals, and their body just processes things different, and that's okay. That's why it's a journey. You have to learn your body. You have to learn what your body wants and what it doesn't want. I mentioned everything that I've personally experienced. Like, we could probably keep going, honestly, but we're almost at 20 minutes now, so I don't want to keep this video super long. But for the most part, I feel like I was very honest with you guys, so I hope that this helped to some extent. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Keep going. Take it day by day and enjoy the ride. That's my advice. But as always, if there's something you wanted me to talk about, or if you have a question or anything that's on your mind, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. If you didn't hit that subscribe button, please make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a very big thumbs up. That's very important. That will be it for today. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.